from the nation's capital. It's the truth conductor in the house. I do not own the rights to this music. Emerald City from the CD Just What You Need by Brian Simpson. Man, let me address this here issue, cause a lot of people, are harping on this 2024 campaign for president and Donald Trump running. Nothing Trump doing is going to be successful. And let me tell you why. First of all, this dog eat dog, backbiting, animosity, dividing people has a shelf life. See, and after a while, it's gonna run out. It's gonna get old. And this vindictiveness, this animosity, this because people won't kiss your ass. You go around and try to destroy people. And see, this is why he will not succeed. Trump is not God. Let me say that shit again. Trump is, I know y'all want to make him God, but he ain't God. And see, God is the one that can turn the hearts of men against Trump. See, y'all don't know. See, this is another thing. See, they got to start having these televised hearings from this January 6th panel. See, everybody's talking all of this crap now because they don't know what's coming out. See, we don't know what kind of information that's going to be dumped on in these hearings. That a lot of these people talking about they did this and the Democrats see, you don't know how this thing is going to turn out. Because believe me, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. And see, they're slowly feeding you information now where you got senators and Congress people that have been involved. You think they buttholes ain't tightening up right about now? When they start seeing all of these texts of them trying to overthrow the election is now coming out. You see, had Trump won, a lot of this stuff would have been hidden. See, it wouldn't have been made public. But see, we got to look at what's getting ready to be made public. And whether you believe in God or not, man, it's an abomination to God to divide mankind. And you look at so many people right now, the first thing fall out of their mouth is us and them. Them liberals, them Democrats, them Republicans. Man, that's an abomination. You see, we're not supposed to divide mankind. See, wickedness has a day. Wickedness will have its day. And God uses the wicked for his day of punishment. That's why they have, see right now, the truth is a lie and the lie is true. Tanya, he is different. And I think as a Republican voter, it disturbs me that and you got a lot of Republicans acting like Trump ain't tried to cheat. And to see, that's my problem. That's my problem I have with this whole thing is a lot of quote unquote Republicans act like, they talking about the election was stolen, but they act like he wasn't trying to steal it. I mean, Trump was trying to steal the election, and this was probably the one time he didn't have to. Why? Because of that number two. All Trump had to do was drive a wedge between Kamala Harris and the Democratic voters. Because quiet as kept, there are a lot of Democratic voters that don't like the vice president of the United States of America. Okay, I would even take it to some of her sorority members. Okay, well, yeah, they all cheat, but there's a way you cheat, man. You can't be blatant about how you cheat. You got to cheat with some finesse. And in a lot of senses, you're gonna find out, man. This under Trump, man, they were blatant cheaters. That's all. That's the only way the man know how to win is to cheat. That's the bottom line. And when you build your success on cheating, okay. Well, we ain't got to the bottom of that yet. We haven't even got to the bottom of that yet. And I find it interesting that see, here's the thing that disturbs me. There's a protocol about how things should be done. And if you don't want to adhere to the protocol, see, if Trump had showed his taxes just like all of the other past presidents have, he probably would have gotten reelected. Okay? But look at all of the laws this man skirted. To this day, we ain't never seen his taxes. But you're gonna complain about somebody else cheating. But yet, when and you'll make excuses why he should not have to show his taxes when everybody else has. You see, and this is what I find interesting about a lot of these Trump supporters. They only support the stuff that applies to them. Everything else they make excuses for. Well, they all cheat. Or they all do this here. Oh, but we ain't talking about they all. We talking about you. And this is one time that man didn't have to cheat. Didn't have to cheat at all. Didn't have to cheat, man. And could have wiped the floor with them. But, that's just the way it happens. Sure, man, listen to me, y'all. So that you won't think that I'm looking at this through some inexperienced eyes. Okay? Here is when I ran for mayor back in '94. Okay? So I know, and that's when I learned there's no such thing as democracy. See, because if you don't have no money, you're not considered a viable candidate. And you know who determines whether you're a viable candidate or not? The very people you have to spend money with, the press. See, if you ain't got money to give the press for advertisement, they don't consider you viable. If you can't buy I don't care how good of a candidate you are, I don't care how good your message is. If you don't have money to spend with media, you ain't viable. Okay, so that tells you right there that ain't no democracy. See right there, it's the playing field is tilted. to the ones with money. Because if you ain't got none, you know, see, I think one of the biggest problems that Americans have made is nobody want to ask any questions. See, nobody. I bet you a lot of y'all didn't know that for 5 years of service on Capitol Hill, you got a pension and medical for life. I thought it was 2 years, but I found out it's 5 years. You got medical and pension for life for just 5 years of service. Okay? And said, we don't look at a lot of the perks, the insider trading. See, the information that they are entitled to. And now you can see why a lot of them, when they get in there, they don't want to give it up because they got insider information. That's why they can come in there broke and leave out millionaires because they're operating off of insider information. Okay? And they ain't going to correct themselves. That's why we need term limits. You see, the only way we can solve the problem of politics in America as is we got to have term limits. You see, you can't go in there and sit there no 20 and 30 and 40 years. For what? For what? Look at all of the people you have discouraged. You got people that's done said, like Mitch McConnell. Let's just take Mitch and Nancy Pelosi. Okay? Let's just take Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell. Look how long they've been sitting in office, man. What could Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell say now that they couldn't have said 20 years ago? What solution could they put on the table now that they couldn't have put on the table 5 years ago? You see, let's just, we ain't got to go back 10 years. Let's go back 5, let's go back 3 years ago. What solution could they put on the table that they couldn't have already put on the table already? And yet they keep getting chance on top of chance to go back. And let me tell you why. Because once they key in to that block of voters that's going to constantly vote for them, them the ones they feed. Them the ones they take care of. See, that's how politics work. See, you take care of the people that supporting you. The rest of them, fuck them. See, your main thing is to keep your voting block intact. And how you do that, man, you send in them programs. No, I didn't get it out, man. I'm gonna have to put my car in the shop. I'm actually walking right now. I'm actually walking right now. So the caddy is down, man, and I ain't got the money, and I'm just believing God for the money. Man, let me tell you, see this when I was getting my vans repossessed, this tour right here wouldn't leave me alone. They repossessing my vans, man. I got. Let me show y'all. Let me show. See, a lot of y'all ain't never seen the caddy. That's the caddy right there. 6 doors, 6 doors, 6 doors. This is a door too. This is 6-door joint. I bought this thing in 2014 for $5,000. Had 21,000 miles on a garage kept. This is what I started with, right here. This is what she done. It's a 96. Last year the big body. This is the last year of the big body right here. It's the last year of the big body. But anyway, I had these were my two vans right here. This was a 2014 Mercedes Sprinter, and this was a 2015 Ford Transit van. I got both of them repossessed. And in the middle of my getting my vans repossessed, I had to write this to her. This isn't so y'all won't see this. I had to write this to her in the middle of me getting my vans repossessed. Okay, that's when this idea came to me. So the caddy, I got a screw broke off of my starter, and no. Politics. Listen to me, y'all. Politics is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. Let me say that again. Politics is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You on call in politics. See, you ain't never off in politics. Okay? Never. Okay? Well, anyway, so yesterday, I honor Saturday. See, a lot of people honor today as the Sabbath, as the seventh day of the week. I honor Saturday as the seventh day of the week. So, and I don't do no work. I turn my phone off, and let me tell you something. Listen to me, y'all. You want to find something that's challenging? Man, try to honor Saturday as a Sabbath. Don't do nothing. Don't cook. Don't clean. Don't do no work. Just sleep, pray, and eat. Okay? And exercise. Try to do that on a Saturday and see how difficult it is. Especially when you're conditioned to do all of your business on Saturday. So for me to make that, and see, yesterday was especially in DC was our Emancipation Day. The 16th of April is when DC was emancipated. You know, that's when we got the right to vote. And when we were emancipated, but I didn't go nowhere. Yes, I stayed home. So about 3-4 months ago, I saw this building, and I was like, "Wow, man, that would make a nice museum for DC." So yesterday, Spirit of God said, "It's time for you to go look at a building where you end your tours, because you're already funneling people into that area. So you need to go up there and look at something that you can drop them off right at your place." DC should have its own Black History Museum. We have more Black history right now that's dying on the vine. Marvin Gaye is a Washingtonian. Pearl Bailey is a Washingtonian. Duke Ellington is a Washingtonian. Dave Chappelle is a Washingtonian. Tiffany Haddish is a Washingtonian. Chuck Brown is a Washingtonian. Elgin Baylor is a Washingtonian. Petey Green is a Washingtonian. Bob Johnson started BET radio television station right here in Washington, D.C. Look at all of the fraternities at Howard University that started. The AKAs, the Deltas, the Qs, all started at Howard University. So we got history in Washington, D.C. that's just dying on the vine, and we should have it in the museum. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna get there. I don't know how. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how, but I'm gonna make that D.C. museum happen. And not only am I gonna make the D.C. museum happen, I'm gonna be able to put my souvenir shop. I almost said the name of it. I almost said the name of my souvenir shop, but and the African tables. I'm putting all of that in that building, and and I will have a print shop in the basement where I do my T-shirts. I have my own print shop. I ain't got to order nothing from nobody. I be able to print my own stuff up. See that's how and I think that might be one of the issues that people subconsciously have with me is because I be trying to eliminate the middleman, man. I be trying to eliminate that middleman. That's where you spending your money with that middleman. And if you can own the stuff that you do, if you got a T-shirt business, then you need to have your own print shop. Why pay somebody else be all this money to be printing when you can print your own? Print your own stuff. But I don't, man, get the machines, the people will come. Get the machine, the people will come. A lot of folk are looking for a job. A lot of, and on top of that, man, I think I just found I did a tour last Monday on the 11th. I did a tour, and I went up to this location where it's the prettiest view of Washington D.C. And I saw this person. They was in black and white, had a black sweater on, some black pants, white shirt. I saw him, from a distance. And this young man was up there. He was just there, and he was listening to me, and he came over and introduced himself and said, I like what you're talking about. I'd like to, are you hiring? I said, man, here's my card. Here's my card. I think I done found a tour guide. In fact, I got two. And I'm going to pay them jokers well. See, I want to take some young people, man, that don't mind learning the history of this city and want to do some tours and to teach them this business. And if they serious about it, man, I could start a franchise. So I tell you what, man, let me open up a franchise. And you take one of my franchises. I'll put you in business. I'll make sure you stay in business. With the franchise. Give you the vehicle and everything. See, that's what I want to do, man. I want to be, because I wouldn't be here today if somebody didn't help me. I told y'all, man, I got both of my vehicles repossessed. And a buddy of mine, and he done bought 3 new buses now doing white history tours. Everybody doing the white history tours at DC making bank, man. I mean, making bank. They making bank. I'm serious. They making bank. Because them jokers buying new vehicles and everything. And here I am, like, what about the black history? when the black history comes, but I'm gonna keep doing it. And see, let me tell you, let me show you how my Black History Museum ain't too far off. See, not only do we have look at all of the fraternities, sororities, all of the businesses that started in DC. We got Ben's Chili Bowl, we got Industrial Bank, we got Lee's Flower Shop right there on U Street. See, there are so many businesses, okay? And so, okay, okay. Man, the biggest issue that I've had is to get people to consistently book a tour. I know you're coming to DC because I see you. I know you're coming because I see you. And I don't know why people don't. And if you and if, right now, if you Google the Black history of DC, ain't but two of us left. It was a company called DC and Black Tours. They ain't even in business no more. So it ain't but two of us doing Black History Tour. And this guy, he been doing it. See, this is why I want to get help, because doing this every day will wear you out. And see, he been doing it for years by himself. So I know he wore out. So after a while, I'm gonna be the only tour company in DC that's offering Black History Tour that's specialized in Black History tours. Okay, I'm gonna be the only company in town, because the other two, they gonna go out of business. So let me grab a hold to this museum, and that's what I want to do. Well, come on down, man. Take Boston. Boston got a lot of Black history. Boston has a ton of Black history that is just dying on the vine. I mean, Boston was one of the that was a stop on the Underground Railroad. See, they got a ton of history up there, man, in Boston, Massachusetts. Black history that's just dying on the vine. I know a young lady that runs the Mount Zion Cemetery, historic cemetery up in Georgetown, and they had a program yesterday, and she said, I was looking for you yesterday. And I said, well, that Saturday is God's day. I don't do nothing. And so we got to talking back and forth. And she said, well, I had this idea. I want to introduce you to these people. And in talking, I find out that she has a strong promotional background. That's what she started in, PR. And I said, girl, we gonna do some business. I mean, the things are slowly coming together, y'all. They coming together, and like I said, a rising tide raises all boats. See, what you trying to do when you got a bunch of ideas? What you trying to do is to get a rising tide, cause when that rising tide come in, it's gonna take all your ideas and raise them up. See, when a rising tide come in, small boats don't sink, they rise too. See, so no matter how big or how small your idea is, when a rising tide come in, it's gonna raise that thing up, man. Okay, and see, and that's where the challenge is man, trying to get that hanging there for that rising tide to come in and raise up everything. See, that's where your challenge is. That's where the work come in. That's where the commitment come in. That's where the dedication come in. Because let me tell you something. If you're not dedicated to your idea, if you're not committed to your idea, the least little thing, man, can make you jump ship. See, the least little adversity, you're going to jump ship. See, I got a guy coming here all the time talking about, man, you need to get a job. See, the minute I go get a job, it's when everything gonna click, and I'm like, damn, now I couldn't wait. See, I had to give up and go get a job. All right? Because of my desperation. And I'm telling you, man, hang in there. Hang in there. Go down with the ship. What have you got to lose? Let me say that again. Hang in there. Go down with the ship. Because either you're going to swim or you're going to sink. And most folk don't believe in themselves. Let me say that again. See, most folk don't believe in themselves. Most folk don't have confidence in themselves because they let other people talk them out. See, you notice when you get your idea, the first thing somebody always gonna come in and knock whatever idea you put on the table. Care how good it is, first thing they're gonna do is knock to put that negative seed in your mind. You see, keep you doubting yourself, keep you second guessing yourself. See, that's the problem. A lot of people second guess and doubt themselves, and therefore they don't trust themselves. Man, when you get out here on this faith walk, you're gonna make some mistakes. Let me say that again. When you get out here on this faith walk, you're gonna make some mistakes. Okay? You're gonna make some mistakes. Man, I started out on Trump, and no wonder I'm losing people. I'm like, oh, they came in for me to talk about, but no, man. See, and this is one of the things I'm talking about. You know, whatever you do, man, you got to do it with integrity. You got to do it with some class, man. You know, you got to be. You can't be right is wrong and wrong is right. And this is the problem right now. We got too many people that will see wrong as right and right is wrong. And then they'll complain about somebody cheating. You know, I mean, seriously, man. They right is wrong and wrong is right to them, and they got the nerve to sit down and talk about somebody cheating, and you can't even get right is right and wrong is wrong. You can't even get that right. And yet you want to sit down and talk about somebody cheating when your right is wrong. So why don't you go back and get your right is right and then come back and let's sit down and talk. And this is where the problem, man. See, this gonna come down to a spiritual battle. See, a lot of people are talking this 20, man, a lot of them ain't gonna even be around 2024. We had this newscaster by the name of Bruce Johnson. He retired last year after 42 years on television as a newscaster in one station. Spent 42 years at one station. Retired last December, right? He was supposed to have a book signing at Martin Luther King. They sent out an email where he was going to do this book signing on April the 6th, which was a Tuesday, I think. Man, that Sunday, Bruce Johnson had a heart attack and died. Okay? Had a heart attack and died. See, so we take so much for granted, man. We take a lot of stuff for granted. A lot of people walk out their front door and take for granted that they coming back, that they gonna make it back home, and they don't. You know, I mean, look at the stuff, man, that we take for granted. Look at all of the violence now. That you it's no telling where you can go, man. Somebody might snap and you get so if you ain't praying up before you walk out your door, you might be missing out, man. See, because this gonna come down to a spiritual battle right now. This is what it's coming down to. A spiritual battle. And those that ain't right spiritually gonna suffer. And see, and if I can tell you anything, I would say, man, get your life right. Get your right is right and wrong is wrong right. You know, stop lying and cheating and being deceitful and being vindictive. See, this is the lifestyle you need to get back to. Okay, because any and everything that goes, uh, uh, man, it's you know, we all take our days for granted. We all take our days for granted, man. We all take. I saw this. I saw where this little young kid got stabbed in his shoulder by this girl, this white girl, stabbed him in his shoulder, and he died. You think when he went to pick her up, that the thought occurred to him, man, she gonna kill me? You think that wasn't even on his mind when he went to get her? That this girl gonna end up killing me today. And when she stabbed him in the shoulder, he didn't die right away, so he had to suffer. So you think he didn't call on God? You think he didn't panic? You think he didn't pray at that time? I mean, think about that, man. You get stabbed in your shoulder. You don't lose consciousness right away. See, you got to deal with that hurt and that pain. I mean, look at some of the crazy stuff, man. That people go on vacation, going to the store and have a tragedy. See, this is one thing we don't know where death lurks for us. See, that's the thing about life. We don't know where death is lurking. See, because it's there lurking for all of us. Our day is gonna come. But in the meantime, how you gonna be living, man? See, because however you you got a lot of people trying to wait to that last moment. They want to do all the crazy, live however way they want to live, and at that last minute, they want to cross over before they cross over. And some of them don't get that chance. You see, so this is going to get back to a spiritual battle, man, of what we dealing with. Like, this is spiritual. This ain't got nothing to do. There is no respect for it. Man, I keep telling folk, see, right now, you don't know what people are going through. Everybody's suffering with something, man. Everybody, if you're not a millionaire, you got some problems. And even there's some millionaires with problems. But if you ain't a millionaire, you got some financial problems. You dealing with something. And you got a lot of people hurting right now, man. You got a lot of people. See, this is why I keep saying right now, man, some company could come along and create a rags to riches story that would impact the whole world. The whole world right now needs a rags to riches story to, to just to give people some hope. Give people some hope. Give them something to dream about. Give them something to take their mind off of what they might be going through. To show you that hard work does still pay. See, this is what we got to get back to. That you ain't got to cheat and lie and steal to get that. Okay? All right. But see, the only people that are complaining about high prices are the folk that ain't got no money. People that got money don't give a shit about high prices. They can afford it. The only people that's complaining about the high prices are broke folk. And yet they hate each other so they won't even come. The broke people won't even come together to try to band together to make prices go down because they hate each other so. You see? So they'll rather just suffer than to say, man, let's come together and make these gas prices go down or these food prices go down. They won't even do that, man. But they can tell you about somebody stole an election. See, but when it come down to now they don't care, man. A lot of them folk, listen to me. A lot of these people sitting here, especially talking about a lot of these politicians talking about this war in Ukraine and all that. Man, they done made so much money off that war, it ain't funny. Y'all will be surprised how many of our elected officials have made a killing off this war in Ukraine with stock purchases. See, that's how they making their money, off these stock purchases, off the war in Ukraine. See, but yet they'll come in and tell us about how we supposed to be so sympathetic. But look at the money you making, man. You know, look at what you doing. See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And then when you try to bring the subject up and talk about it, they want to label you. It's insider trading. That's if you want, listen, if you want to go upon, if you looking to get rich, get elected and go up on Capitol Hill. And you got insider trading. Okay? Get elected and go up on Capitol Hill. That's where they making all their money at. That's where they making their money. Insider trading, man. Stuff that me and you would go to jail for. But they don't. Some of them don't even get a slap on the wrist. You know, I saw what Joe Rogan is lightning to Nancy Pelosi about her family, how they taking advantage of insider trading. See, a lot of them, their spouses are the ones that's making the wheeling and the dealing. See, they're pillow talking like Jenny Thomas did. See, you got a lot of that going on in DC, man. A lot of pillow talking in DC now. Okay, a lot of that. Now, what did you just say? A lot of pillow talking. There's a lot of pillow talking in DC. Pillow talking ain't nothing but people that's in the bed together. That's what pillow talking is. People that's in the bed together. And they might be of the same sex. And they pillow talking. Okay? They pillow talking. And it's a lot of pillow talking that goes on. Don't you think for 1 minute, man? Come on. Come on, don't. You think Kamala Harris and her husband ain't talking about some shit? You think they ain't talking about some shit? Come on, man. Don't be that stupid. And see, and a lot of this stuff we look at it like people, you know, just cause you won't do it, don't mean somebody else won't do it. They might not have the integrity you have. You see? And that's another thing you got to look at. Everybody don't walk around with the same kind of integrity either. Okay? Man, we all pillow talk. We all pillow talk. You pillow, if you in a relationship now, whether you married or single, man, you pillow talk. You talk about some shit when you laying there with your head on the pillow. Man, you be talking about some shit. Sometimes them some of your best conversations. I ain't lying. That pillow talking sometimes, boy, can be your best conversations, buddy. Yes, indeed. You can get a lot done. Okay. No, you would. You would. Listen, y'all. I don't care what you do. somebody know about it. Let me say that again. I don't care what you do. Somebody know about it. You might think nobody know. I don't care what you do in life. There's somebody that's gonna know. See, you can't go out here and function in the world and somebody not know. Somebody gonna know. You got an addiction. Somebody gonna know. See, that's somebody gonna know. All right? If especially if you got an addiction. I don't care what it is. It can be the food, it could be the sex, it could be the money, it could be the drugs. Whatever the addiction is, somebody know about it. Somebody know. And let me tell you who you can trust. Person that can keep a secret is the person that you can trust. That's who you can trust. The person that can keep a secret is the one you can trust. How do you know who can keep a secret? They ain't gossiping. Yeah. See, that's how you know. That's how you know who you can trust. They ain't gossiping. Okay? When you get around a person and they always got a lot of gossip going, they always got a lot of drama going, you can't trust that person. You can't trust them. See, the person that you can trust is the one that ain't got no drama. They don't go around gossiping. You know, they hear stuff and they can keep it. That's who you can trust. And see, a lot of folks don't know who to trust. See, a lot of people thinking folk are their friends, and it's the one that's closest to you is the one that can do the most damage. Because they got all your secrets. See, it ain't the person that's a football field away from you that's the most harmful for you. It's the person that's standing right next to you. Because they got all your secrets. See, they know your habits. That's the person that can hurt you the most. Is the one that knows you. Okay? Because they know what to look. They know where to look. And unfortunately, everybody that come and say they're your friend ain't your friend. Man, I'm 69 years old. I don't need no more friends. I don't. At this point in my life, I don't need. I got all the friends I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. You can't come up into me talking about you no you can't be a friend to me. I don't need no more friends, man. I got enough friends. It's the closest to you. And see, you have to be careful, man, how people run up in your space, want to get to know you, want to do things for you, want to be kind to you. See, because a lot of stuff comes with strings attached to them. See, that's what a lot of stuff comes with strings. And trust your gut feeling. See, that's what this is one of the reasons why you shouldn't be entertaining drama, vindictiveness, animosity, lying, cheating, because you'll never, your intuition ain't gonna never guide you right, because you entertain all of this negative stuff. But see, when you ain't entertaining all this negative stuff, that what you say, you say what you mean and you mean what you say. See, now your intuition can talk to you, can guide you, can instruct you. You see, and a lot of people, because they got so much confusion going on in their life. Okay? Okay? And you know, what they thought they heard was the wrong way. So man, get back to if I can offer any advice right now, start simplifying your life, man. Be a person of your word. Say what you mean what you say, and let all that other stuff. No, man, I don't need a bunch of friends now. And see, let me show you the difference. I've had people sit back watching me build this Truth Conductor brand. And once this brand hit, see, man, they'll be the first one. Man, I knew you was gonna make it. See, while you in the trench trying to get there, see, don't nobody want to have nothing to do with you. See, when you're trying to get there. But once you get there, then everybody, and you can do something for them, see, now everybody want to be your friend. See, once you prove to them that you can make it, that you are successful, that your ideas do work, then, oh, everybody want to be your friend now. But while you were trying to get there, you was crazy. You see, you wasn't working with a full deck when you was trying to get there. See, people are doing all kinds of things to discredit you until you get there. And see, once you get there, then it's a horse of another different color. And see, those are the people that you need to just say, you know what? See you later. Okay? And a lot of them going to be family. Let me say that again. A lot of them going to be family, man, that'll sit back and watch you struggle. Watch you trying to make it. And won't raise one finger to give you a helping hand. But then once you do, you their favorite family member. That's your loudest cheerleader. And they wouldn't raise one finger to help you. See, this is how you know who's who. And I used to date this girl. And she used to always tell me, Don, you got to teach people how to treat you. It didn't work on her. It didn't work on her, but I took that advice, man. You had to teach people how to treat you. And sometimes that ain't pleasant. Sometimes that's very uncomfortable. But you have to teach people how to treat you. Okay? All right? Yeah, well, see, here's the thing right now. I think because so many folk struggle with this thing called success, trying to do it the right way. It's why you got a lot of people that they trying to get success any way they can. And success for them is material possessions. That's success for them. These young kids out here carjacking. You ever thought about why are they carjack, stealing somebody else's car? Because they want to feel successful. You see, they can't own it. They don't own it. So I can take it from you, and for until I get caught, man, I can feel successful. I can enjoy what it's like. That's the only reason you got these young kids out here carjacking, man. So they can see what it feels like to drive that particular vehicle, to be able to live in that moment and even though they stole it, you see, they'll live with that memory. Man, this is what it feels like to be able to drive this kind of car. You see, it's the adrenaline of the thing that they doing. And that's what drive them, man. Because look at what we tell them. Look at what we tell them is successful. All of the bling that you have on. You know, the cars that you ride. See, they don't tell you got to have insurance for all of that. See, all that jewelry that you see them wearing, man, they got to insure that. You see, that stuff has to be insured. It ain't, you know, they wearing it, but they got to insure that. That's an expense. You see, that Lamborghini or that Bentley that they driving or that Rolls Royce, that's has to be insured. That's an expense. And see, we don't talk about this kind of stuff. All we do is see the big house, the cars and the nice manicured lawn. Man, that's an expense. Somebody have to take care of that. Okay? That is not free. Ain't free. Okay? And now you see why a lot of these jokers have to keep out here getting that money because of the expenses that they got to pay. You know, with all these different houses, all these different cars, all of this, man, that's expenses. You got to pay for that. Yeah, they'll kill you for it. Listen, we had this young doctor worked at the Washington Hospital Center and went up to Adams Morgan, got out of his car and left it running. And some dudes jumped in it. And he tried to stop him, and they ran over and killed him with his own car. Now, when he went and bought that Mercedes, I bet you at the time he didn't think, man, this is going to be the car that's going to kill me. You see, that wasn't on his mind. When he went, he was happy, man. He was enthused when he bought that car. But that was the same car that ended up killing him. Okay? See, this is what I'm saying. We take so much for granted, man. We take so much for granted. I saw where this billionaire was out on a boat with his family. And his son's girlfriend fell off the boat. And he tried to save her. And somehow got hit by the propeller of the boat and it killed him. You know, I imagine, man, when he went and bought that boat, probably paid cash for it. He didn't think, man, this the boat gonna kill my son. See, we don't know where this stuff, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. We take so much for granted, man. And we gotta stop doing it. Okay? So maybe that's what I'm gonna start talking about now. And I probably won't get a lot of people here is, you know, man, we gotta get back to a righteous lifestyle. Right is right and wrong is wrong. This is what we got to get back to. And this is the problem right now. People don't want to live a righteous lifestyle. And see, and when you live a righteous lifestyle, you ain't perfect. Let me say that again. When you live a righteous lifestyle, you ain't perfect. You're not harmful. That's when you live a righteous lifestyle. You're not destructive when you live a righteous lifestyle. Okay, you ain't gonna hurt nobody. You ain't gonna use nobody. You ain't gonna lie to nobody. You ain't gonna cheat nobody when you live a righteous lifestyle. And this is what we got to get back to, man. Okay, this is what's wrong with the world right now. Okay, don't nobody want to do it the right way, cause the wrong way has been working. See, that's unfortunately that's what's going on in the world. The wrong way has been very successful. See, people have been able to cheat and steal and lie and get ahead. They've been able to do it. Okay? And this is what's coming to a screeching halt, man. All of this lying and cheating and stealing and doing it the wrong way, man, it's coming to a screeching halt. And so many people are so used to it working, they're gonna struggle with trying to do it the right way because the wrong way has been working for so well for them. See, this is what I think a lot of folk don't get. The wrong way has been swell to some people. Give you an example. Look how much press Kim Kardashian and Kanye West get. They still married. And yet look at how they flaunt adultery. They have common made adultery common. I mean, it's acceptable now. See, to be a hoe is acceptable. Look at J-Lo. She running back and forth between Alex Rodriguez and whatever his name is. Both of them got little dicks. They both got little dicks. That's why she back and forth. She can't make up her mind which one she want. Okay, and they flaunt that stuff. That you here my boy Lou, where you been, Lou? Goddamn, I ain't seen you in a minute, Lou. Shit. I've been one man. Wait, you. I mean, you don't follow True Conductor no more. Hell, when I go live, man, you supposed to come up here every day. I go live. Lou, what's the matter with you? Shit, you done missed the breakdown of the caddy and all of that, man. God damn. Lou? Shit. And got the nerve to come up here talking about adultery is fun. It is fun, man, until you get caught. It is fun. All sin is fun, man, until you get caught. If you didn't know that, all sin is fun until you get caught. My mama used to say, "Baby, you can choose the choices you make, but you can't choose the consequences that come with them." And saying that's what a lot of people are making choices and trying to choose the consequences that come with that. You can't choose the consequences that come with. That's just it, man. And we can't accept that. Listen, y'all. I'm going. I'm going to get some. I'm going down to. I need to go look at this building today, and I'm gonna open up me a DC museum. I'm gonna open that joint up. Telling you, I'm gonna open up me a DC Black History Museum. I'm gonna get that joint open. I don't know how, but I'm gonna get it open. I'm gonna get it open. I'm gonna get it open. And I'm gonna get that building this year. I'm gonna get that building. Okay? Lou, I said what? You gonna put? Yeah, man. I'm gonna put all my stuff in there, Lou. I'm putting my tour company. I'm putting my shuttle. I'm putting my dinnerware. I'm putting my souvenir shop. All of that. Okay. I don't know how. I don't know where that money coming from, man. I don't know where that money coming from. I don't know how God gonna give me that money. I don't know how God gonna give me that money. I'm just believing that it's coming, man. I don't know how it's coming. I'm just believing. Yeah, that's what God do, man. That's what God do. God, miracles come from God. Miracles come from God. You didn't know that? That's what God specializes in, miracles. I mean, he can pop his finger just like that, and I could be rich. Could be the richest man in the world, just like that. That's how powerful God is. So maybe you don't think he's that powerful, but I do. No, no, no. See, a lottery is a game of chance. This ain't about chance right here. See, that's what, when you play the lottery, you playing a game of chance. So you have the chance to win. Okay? When you playing the lottery. I ain't playing no lottery, man. So when I come into this money, you have to say that had to be God, because he ain't playing the lottery. I quit playing the lottery. When I got that revelation, man, it's a game of chance. It ain't got nothing to do with God. I can walk out here tomorrow and hit the lotto and it ain't got nothing to do with God. It was a game of chance. I just caught it at the right chance. That's all that is. Counterfeit cash? Come on now. Come on. Lou, you know Secret Service will be all over you for counterfeit cash, don't you? You do know that, don't you, Lou? If you didn't know, Lou, Secret Service will be all over you. Oh, Jason. No, no, man. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave that right there just for you, Jason. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that here right there just for you. I saw that this morning, and I said I'm gonna leave this right here because somebody gonna get on here and talk about my long white hair that's coming out my nose. I'm gonna leave that just there just for you, and I'll be doggone if you didn't do it. You think you? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. See. That's what. Here, matter of fact, you want it? Here you go. There you go. There it is, right there. uh, Lou, Secret Service is over counterfeit too, Lou. If you didn't know it, Secret Service is over counterfeit too. Yeah. Okay. Secret Service is over counterfeit too. Anytime, anytime they deal with somebody counterfeiting American currency, that's Secret Service. They're the ones that you call for any counterfeit currency, along with protecting the president. Look it up. Look it up. Matter of fact, let me Google it for you. Let me Google it for you. Um, who handles counterfeit money? See that? U.S. Secret Service. You see that? U.S. Secret Service is the ones that handle counterfeit money. I just put a new wrinkle on your brain. That's right. They guard me in front of the White House when I can get down there. You're absolutely right, buddy. You saying it for a joke, but you don't know how true you are. Cause if I have a problem down there, they sure will come over there and say, everything all right? And they sure will do that now. They sure will do that. Now that's one thing I can say. Yeah, they that's one thing I can say. No, I'm telling you, man. The U.S. Secret Service has a long and storied history of safeguarding America's financial and payment systems from criminal exploitation. The agency was created in 1865 to combat the rise of counterfeit currency following the Civil War. See, I just put a new wrinkle on your brain. That's why the Secret Service was formed, to follow the counterfeit currency during the Civil War. So yes, they do go after counterfeit money. Okay? They do. And if you think I'm lying, why don't you counterfeit some? And see who be knocking on your door, buddy. See who be knocking on your door. Well, see what you got to realize, man. Unlike you, we do have some people that can walk and chew gum at the same time. Lou, you struggle with walking and chewing gum at the same time. So I'm not surprised that this is a little stretch for you. So I do understand. I do understand, Lou. I do understand. Anyway, look, listen. No, that's not the FBI, man. That's Secret Service. Secret Service. See, that goes to show you, man. We don't even know who's. A lot of folk don't know who's responsible for what. Man, you see where this lady chained herself to a basketball thing last night? That's some of the craziest stuff. Um, we got to, until we get back to some morality in the world, nothing is gonna change. Nothing is gonna change, y'all. It's all gonna stay the same. We got to get back to some morality, man. You know, everything is not, okay. You know, do your thing, whatever feels good ain't good. And this is what we have allowed to get out of hand right now. So many people are living how they want to live, doing what they want to do, and then putting God in the mix of it. And God ain't got nothing to do with it. You see, and this is the problem. And so the church has become watered down because now they're compromising, about the standards that they want. See, this is how corrupt we've gotten. In the eyesight of God, it is illegal. Maybe you don't believe in God, Lou. Maybe that's the problem. You don't believe in God. Maybe that's what it is, and you ain't by yourself. You got a whole lot of people out here don't believe in God until it's time to call on Him, and then when they call on Him, it's too late because they didn't believe Him anyway. Okay, they didn't believe Him anyway, and right now, you got a lot of people, man, living any way they want to live. And thank God supports that. Doing whatever they want to do, and thank God supports that. No. When you know better, you do better. And right now, we got to get back to right is right and wrong is wrong. That's what we got to get back to. See, we got to get away from this right is wrong and wrong is right. We got to get away from that. Because that's destroying us as a people. Okay? Hey, Lou, it's good seeing you. Happy Easter, man. I hope. Matter of fact, Lou, where can I find that rabbit that's laying chicken eggs? Lou, where can I find that rabbit? Brother needs some money. Where can I find that rabbit that's laying them chicken eggs at, Lou? Lou, where can I find that rabbit? Because I would sell that. I would find you. If I found that rabbit, I would sell it. I got somebody to say the biggest threat to the black community is the help wanted sign. No, that's not true, man. The biggest threat to the black community right now is black on black crime. See, that's what, and that's what you scared to say. That's the biggest threat to the black community right now is black on black crime. It ain't no help wanted. Okay, that's the biggest threat. Who said that? Let me see who this is. Oh, okay, I don't know. Oh, so you know who it is. Okay, Hansi. Okay. Uh, uh. Oh, probably. Probably. I can tell. I can tell by the conversation. And he probably unemployed. And got the nerve to be talking about the biggest threat to the black community is unemployment, and he probably is unemployed himself. That's the sad part about it. He's probably unemployed himself. And he want to get on here and talk about somebody else. That ain't a smart move. That ain't a smart move at all. Anyway, look, man, I'm going. It's Easter Sunday. I'm gonna go look at this building and try to make some things happen. You know, I got some ideas, man. I still, at least I ain't gave up on my ideas. I'm still working on them. I ain't lying. I'm trying to eliminate that middleman, man. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to eliminate that middleman. That's all I want to do. And I gotta get me some more transportation too. So I see y'all, man. I'm out.